welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. First things first, I want to say a big shout out and thank you to all my returning viewers and subscribers. I do appreciate you and it does mean a lot to me that you're continuing on with me. If you're a new viewer, thank you very much for tuning in and watching this today, and hopefully you'll hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up and a like. So every week I put a poll up on my Instagram stories, and I usually try and do a theme to it. So this week it was Your Days Are Numbered. It was between 30 days of night and 28 days later, and as you can see, 28 days later won out. This is my Blu-ray copy here with 28 days and 28 weeks later, as well as my DVD copy, which I just noticed has The Days Are Numbered written on there. So there you go. Now this film, it's from 2002, directed by Danny Boyle. It stars Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, Brendan Gleeson, Christopher Eccleston, among many others. I'm going to put it out there right now, if you haven't seen this movie yet, spoiler alert, potential spoilers will be discussed in this review. There you go. So the plot involves a group of animal activists breaking into a medical research facility and inadvertently releasing a monkey which is infected with a rage virus, which gets out and decimates London. Now we don't see any of that, but we know it's happened because 28 days later, our main protagonist, Jim, wakes up in an abandoned hospital and ventures out into what is a haunting scene of just a completely decimated London. There's no one around, completely empty. But of course, soon enough, he finds he actually isn't alone. Okay, so this is a brilliant, well-made horror film that truly did reignite and reinvent the zombie genre. And look, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for, lumping it into the zombie genre. And yes, while technically they are not zombies, and therefore this is technically not a zombie film, it does have that feel to it, and there are a lot of similar themes and tropes to the zombie genre. So whilst these aren't zombies, I do, kind of put it into a zombie film. But like I said, this is a brilliant film, and it really is kind of hard to know where to start with the pros of this film. But I guess if I had to start, I would start with the directing. Danny Boyle has done a remarkable job crafting a movie that's paced so well, and it's just filmed brilliantly. It really is just an amazing piece of work. So props to Danny Boyle for doing one of my all-time favourite films, and definitely is my favourite film from Danny Boyle, closely followed by Sunshine, which is another one starring Cillian Murphy as well. The script from Alex Garland is just outstanding. It's written so well, and the characters are well written, and you kind of instantly get a feel for them, and you do, I guess, empathise with their situation to some extent, but you do feel for them as people. Well, most of them. You really, truly don't feel for the soldiers because they're a right bunch of bastards. And if you have seen this film, you know exactly what I mean. Now, I guess moving on to the main antagonists of the film, and that's the infected. Now, these are truly terrifying. Like I said, this really, it lit a fire under the zombie genre, and it reinvented and reignited that fire. Without these and without this film, we wouldn't have had the remake of Dawn of the Dead, which is once again one of my all-time favorites. We probably wouldn't have had The Walking Dead and a whole bunch of other recent zombie films. But these things are truly terrifying. They are brutal and they are fast. And this is kind of where the fast zombies came from, really. These things are savage, and you can see it in their faces. They're not after food, they're just pure, unbridled rage. And I guess one of the scariest things is they don't even need to bite you to infect you. It's just a drop of blood and you're done. So there you go. They're probably the best pros. Like the whole movie is great. I truly do love the movie. It is a fantastic piece of work. But obviously there are going to be some cons to the movie. And one of them, well actually no, both of them do involve my two favourite scenes, funnily enough. So the scene where Jim wakes up in the hospital and ventures out into London. Like I said, this is a very haunting scene. It's got a great score to it. The sound is amazing. But there is a part where he's walking across a bridge and you've got Big Ben in the background and the filming just looks a little grainy and it kind of takes you out of the movie in itself. And it's the same with the barricade scene. When Jim is fighting the soldiers, there's just a few scenes where the filming looks almost very, very detailed, like high definition quality almost, which usually isn't a bad thing, but in this scene, it actually, I feel it takes you out of the movie. You know, like I said, the scenes are really well done. They're great scenes, but those two parts, just the different style of filming or the different quality of the filming does kind of take you out of the moment. Okay. But like I said, two things out of a whole movie, which is absolutely fantastic. So for my score, I will give this a 9 out of 10. And there you have it. That is my review of the absolutely amazing 28 Days Later. If you have not seen this film, I highly recommend you go see it. It is fantastic. Grab it on Blu-ray or DVD, stream it, do whatever you can, but go and watch this movie. Okay. Once again, thank you very much for joining me today. I do appreciate you sticking through this film, watching it with me, and hey, hopefully you'll be back next week and we'll do it all again with a different movie. Like I said, I will put my Instagram handle in the comments below, so make sure you go check that out and vote start of every week. Depending on where you are in the world, it's going to be a Sunday. I'm in Australia, so it's Monday for me. That's where the poll's going to be. So pop in there, check it out and vote, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.